Jamie Rylis works as an executive recruiter for a top job agency in New York City. Her job is to find talented people and convince them to take important positions. Recently, Jamie went through a painful breakup. Because of that, she no longer believes in the idea of perfect love. She feels tired of emotional drama and decides to keep her feelings guarded. Dylan Harper lives in Los Angeles and works as an art director for a small internet company. He is creative and talented, but his personal life is a mess. He has also just ended a relationship that left him disappointed. Like Jamie, Dylan is sick of the Hollywood idea that love is always beautiful and complete. He tells himself that it is safer to stay emotionally unavailable. Jamie is assigned to recruit Dylan for an art director position at GQ magazine. It is a big opportunity, and the job would require Dylan to move to New York City. Jamie reaches out to Dylan and encourages him to come to New York for an interview. Dylan is unsure but agrees to visit, thinking it will only be a short trip. When Dylan arrives in New York, he meets Jamie in person for the first time. She is professional, confident, and focused on her work. Dylan attends the interview at GQ and performs very well. Later that day, Jamie tells him that GQ wants to offer him the job. The position is exciting and prestigious, but it would mean leaving Los Angeles behind. Dylan feels torn. Los Angeles is his home, and he is comfortable there. The thought of starting over in New York feels overwhelming. He tells Jamie that he is not sure he is ready to move across the country. He worries about change and about being alone in a new city. Determined to help him see the potential of the offer, Jamie suggests spending the evening together. She takes Dylan around New York City, showing him its energy and charm. They walk through busy streets, visit familiar landmarks, and talk about work, life, and their recent breakups. The night is not about romance, but about helping Dylan understand what New York and the job could offer him. As the evening goes on, Dylan begins to see the city differently. He notices the excitement, the opportunities, and the sense of possibility. The energy of the city and the excitement of the moment convince Dylan that moving to New York could be the right decision. The next day, Jamie meets Dylan and presents him with the contract. She explains everything clearly and asks him to sign so the process can be completed. Dylan signs the contract, officially accepting the job at GQ. Jamie is relieved and satisfied, knowing she has successfully completed her task and earned her commission. Since Dylan does not know anyone else in New York, he and Jamie begin spending more time together. Their professional relationship slowly turns into a close friendship. They talk often, share meals, and explore the city together. Both are careful not to let emotions get too involved, but they enjoy each other's company. One night, Dylan is at Jamie's apartment, and they are watching a romantic comedy. As the movie plays, they start talking about relationships and sex. They both agree that love and emotions often make things complicated and painful. After their recent breakups, they feel tired of emotional expectations. They come to the conclusion that sex does not need to involve feelings or commitment. Both feeling lonely and wanting physical closeness, they agree to have sex without emotions or promises. At first, the arrangement feels simple and easy. They meet several times, spending nights together without talking about the future or feelings. They try to keep everything casual. Over time, Jamie starts to feel uncomfortable with the situation. She realizes that having sex without emotional connection is not what she truly wants. She misses the idea of dating and forming a real bond. One day, she tells Dylan that they need to stop seeing each other this way. Dylan is disappointed but respects her decision. A few days later, Jamie meets a man named Parker. They start dating, and things seem to be going well. They go on several dates, talk regularly, and enjoy each other's company. After their fifth date, they sleep together. The next morning, Parker leaves and tells Jamie that he is not looking for anything serious. He makes it clear that he does not want a relationship. Jamie is deeply hurt and angry. She confronts Parker and tells him exactly how she feels. She makes it clear that their relationship is over. Feeling upset and betrayed, she struggles to deal with the situation. Dylan notices that Jamie is hurting and wants to help her feel better. He suggests that she come with him to California for the July 4th weekend while he visits his family. Jamie is unsure and hesitant about the idea. She does not like the thought of traveling so soon after getting hurt. However, Dylan keeps encouraging her, and eventually she agrees. They fly to California together. There, Jamie meets Dylan's older sister, Annie, and his father. Being around his family gives Jamie a change of environment and helps her slowly step away from her pain. While in California, Jamie and Dylan spend more time together away from New York and its distractions. They attend family gatherings, share meals, and talk late into the night. Being in a relaxed and familiar place makes it harder for them to keep their emotions guarded. Slowly, real feelings begin to surface for both of them. One evening, after a long day together, they share a quiet moment alone. The tension between them finally breaks, and they kiss. The kiss is deep and emotional, very different from anything they shared before. That night, they grow close in a way that feels honest and meaningful, not casual or distant. For Jamie, it feels like something real is finally happening. The next day, however, everything changes. Jamie is in the house when she overhears a conversation between Dylan and his sister Annie. In the conversation, Dylan speaks as if his connection with Jamie is not serious and suggests he does not have real feelings for her. Hearing this deeply hurts Jamie. She feels embarrassed, betrayed, and foolish for letting herself believe things were different. Without confronting Dylan, Jamie makes a quick decision. She packs her bags and flies back to New York alone. She does not leave a note or explanation. She cuts off contact completely, trying to protect herself from more pain. A few days later, Dylan returns to New York. He is confused and upset by Jamie's sudden disappearance and silence. He tries calling and texting her, but she ignores him. Wanting answers, he finally tracks her down and asks why she has been avoiding him. Jamie tells him the truth. She explains that she overheard his conversation with Annie and knows exactly how he feels about her. She makes it clear that she feels hurt and does not trust him anymore. Jamie tells Dylan that she has no interest in continuing a friendship or any kind of relationship with him. After saying this, she walks away, leaving Dylan to face the consequences of his words. Soon after this, Jamie learns that Dylan may be planning to leave his job at GQ for another offer. If he leaves, it would affect the commission she earned by recruiting him. Upset and frustrated, Jamie confronts Dylan about it. The conversation quickly turns into another argument. Old emotions resurface, and both say things they have been holding back. The argument leaves them both confused and emotionally exhausted. Afterward, they spend time apart, each trying to understand their own feelings. Jamie goes to spend time with her mother. Being with her helps Jamie slow down and reflect. She talks about her work, her mistakes, and how tired she feels of protecting herself from getting hurt. Her mother listens and encourages her to be honest with herself about what she truly wants. At the same time, Dylan talks with his sister Annie over the phone. He admits that he feels lost and unsure about his choices, especially when it comes to Jamie. During the call, Annie tells him that their father will be flying to New York soon and needs to be picked up at the airport. She reminds Dylan that their father's memory is not what it used to be and that he may need extra care. Dylan goes to the airport to meet his father. They sit together and eat while waiting. As they are talking, Dylan's father suddenly notices a woman walking by and mistakenly thinks she is someone from his past. Confused, he calls her by another name. Dylan gently asks him who the woman is. After a moment, Dylan's father becomes more clear-minded. He explains that the woman reminded him of someone he met long ago while serving in the Navy. He tells Dylan that she was the love of his life. He admits that he made choices when he was younger that led him away from her. With regret in his voice, he says that letting her go was one of the biggest mistakes of his life. Hearing this deeply affects Dylan. His father's words make him think about his own life, his fear of commitment, and the people he may be pushing away. The moment stays with him, forcing him to reflect on love, regret, and the cost of avoiding true feelings. Conversation with his father, Dylan finally understands how he truly feels about Jamie. He realizes that his fear of commitment has been stopping him from admitting the truth. He talks things through with his friend and coworker, Tommy. Tommy listens and pushes Dylan to stop overthinking and take a chance before it is too late. With this encouragement, Dylan decides to go after Jamie and be honest with her. Dylan contacts Jamie's mother and comes up with an excuse to get Jamie out of her apartment. He tells her mother that he needs help arranging a surprise and asks her to tell Jamie that she is arriving in New York and needs to be picked up at Grand Central Station. Jamie agrees, believing she is going there to meet her mother. At the same time, Dylan secretly arranges another flash mob, similar, similar to the one they shared earlier, but this time inside Grand Central Station. He plans it carefully, hoping it will help Jamie see how serious he is. When Jamie arrives at Grand Central, she is confused when she does not see her mother. Suddenly, music begins to play, and people around her start dancing. As she watches, surprised and overwhelmed, Dylan steps through the crowd and approaches her. He stops in front of Jamie and finally tells her the truth. He admits that he has real feelings for her, that he was scared before, and that he does not want to lose her. Jamie is stunned by what she hears. Seeing Dylan stand there, open and honest, makes her emotional. She smiles and tells him to kiss her. They share a heartfelt kiss in the middle of the station, surrounded by the fading flash mob. After the kiss, Dylan tells Jamie that it is time they finally go on a real date. They walk across the street to a small cafe. They try to keep things simple and relaxed, talking and laughing as they sit together. Even though they say they want to take it slow, their connection is clear. The story ends with them holding each other closely and sharing another deep, passionate kiss, showing that they are finally ready to face their feelings and start something real together. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps a lot, so don't forget to comment and let me know what you think.